Oshi No Ko, the best anime of this season. Now that I have your attention, what's up, everybody? It's your favorite anime and manga channel, Los Takus. Is your boy Erik.
And I'm JT, and he was spilling facts.
Absolute facts. What we're gonna do today for this video is we're gonna look at the opening and we're just gonna break it down. If you haven't seen our last video where he was actually explaining
What Oshi No Ko meant,
and he was explaining the story to me, because at the time of that video, I hadn't watched it or read it or anything like that. So if you haven't checked out the video, go ahead and check it out. We'll have it right here. But go ahead and insert clip of what I thought originally about it.
That did not interest Erik for now. No.
I was very wrong. That Erik that you just saw there, yeah, he's an idiot. He didn't know what he was talking about. But now this Erik has learned, and I have been redeemed. I have been redeemed. We'll have a link in the description for the opening if you haven't heard of this anime for some reason. So without any further ado, let's get into it and
start of the opening, I guess?
Start of the opening.
We will be watching it, and too bad we can't use it.
Copyright issues. All right. Song obviously starts off pretty banger with the hip hop feel to it, with the trap drums and the hi-hats as well. Then we have the character's eyes that you see, which beautiful. It would even make Gojo Satoru cry if he saw this.
It doesn't start off with I because she dead. So it starts off with Aqua, Ruby, then all of Ruby's friends that she'll make or girls that'll be important in the future, which is Kana is the next one. It looks like for a second there it looked like but it's not it's Kana. Then it's Mem-chan, who is their virtual VTuber on their YouTube channel, which I love because in the anime, spoilers, whatever, Mem-chan is a YouTuber. I thought that was amazing. She was the one that announced a little bit about their YouTube channel. The first video I think that they uploaded was Mem-chan in VTuber mode, and I thought that was great. And then the next one is Akane. Kana and Akane, both best girls of the series.
Also, in the opening scene, you do get to see basically where this entire story starts. But this specifically is actually Ruby's room, because you see things of in there.
Something memorable between both of them.
And where the story takes place at the beginning. So where the choir hits, I'm like, yo, that's dark, bro. Like
that works so well with the end of the first episode when Aqua's Mangekyo Sharingan activated, dog, and it turned out dark.
It does.
And the Matarasu plays, and then it came in, and then the ending started, and it starts, and you're like, okay, that choir singing, the dark choir.
Dark choir. And then you see Ai's head moving back and forth to the beat right there in the opening. It's just, it's like a creepy undertone, and then we dive into. But
in the ending of the other one, it just had credits rolling.
Yeah.
And so all you're hearing is the music. So when that hits, it works so well with the emotion that you had of watching Aqua go into this dark phase of his.
Them showing off Aqua and Ruby.
But they're on stage. And the stage where I used to stand.
And then you see Ruby with the little... But anyways, this scene in particular here, does this have anything to do with the story? It was just for like the creepy ambience of like, it's dark and there are birds or crows.
Well, it's a worm's eye view of birds. It's worm's eye, so a worm is gonna get eaten by a bird.
Right, but it's just, to me, you just went from like very light stage, bright lights to depressing day.
What do crows symbolize?
Oh. This part here with Google, the in-anime version of Google, what do you do on Google? You search. It's part of like the now social internet, kind of like social media based in terms of like that type of stuff. At least to me, from what I'm like, why else have?
So you say that, but the way I think about it is he's gonna be using the search bar a lot
because he's searching for answers, bro.
Oh, so also when they're standing on stage, that's I's stage, and them standing on it is because the stage is empty because I is gone. But the kids are now the ones that are gonna take the stage. Mem-chan, bro.
Mem-chan doing a little dance. And then here we have
Kana.
Kana
Alone.
within like a studio looking place.
Warehouse.
And she's staring directly into your soul.
If you saw the second episode, then you saw how Kana was kind of excited to meet Aqua again, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like she was a fangirl of his.
Yes,
right?
and that's what it looked like now in that scene.
One, it's him walking and her looking at peeking from
like a
behind like
corner.
a stalker, then doing the eye thing because she's keeping an eye on him, right?
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts on what you thought about Kana after seeing her again in the second episode.
Love interest. That's gonna be her rival within like the acting sphere, right? But then also I see potential for like love interest, and that's what I thought.
In this one, you could get that sense of feel immediately. So there's no spoilers here. Yeah. You can see that she's interested in him and she's keeping an eye on him. Yeah. So along the lines, if that's your line of thinking, then yes. But you'll learn more about Kana, and you'll see what I really love about Kana is that she keeps her personal life and her professional life very separate.
Like a true pro. Who was that character that we just saw within
That's
the
a
lights?
future character.
Okay. Yeah, that's a future character.
I already said Akane, but that's Akane.
Okay, that's Akane. And that we see her within the circle there, and there's rain, and then she's in the middle of the thing. And
she's on stage.
On stage in the center, and then the lights go out, and there's also rain. So very foreboding.
It's gonna get dark.
So obviously
that was Goro.
Mm-hmm, that was Goro, and so that sequence there.
There was Goro, and there was a few.
There's few lights. There's few glow stick lights.
His glasses break, symbolizing his death, and then we get Aqua.
And with more lights, the creepiest part of this entire opening for me. Because when I first saw it, a chill went down my spine. And in terms of what actually happened in episode 1, since we don't get to see this opening until episode 2, because now we know of Ai's death, that part right there just hit so much harder because it was just like an unending sea of fans just staring and judging onto the stage. We saw what happened with Ai in terms of what caused her death was a fan. And that to me was extremely creepy, and like it just gives me the chills, but yet is my favorite part of this entire opening, honestly.
Okay, but why do you think it was Goro and Aqua?
I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So the way I saw it, for Goro, the scene where Goro's there, it's a few glow lights, right?
Yeah.
Glow sticks. That was his view. He was a fan of Ai in his life.
Right.
So that's how little he knew about the idol world. He dies, and now he's reincarnated as Aqua, and now he's in that business. And now look at all the glow sticks. Now he's all like, this is how the fandom truly is. Now he's open to seeing like how crazy
it is,
and more into the entertainment industry it is. So for me, it just symbolized like he was an outsider looking in, dies, and now he's in the middle of it. So now he can see how everything is.
That's another reason for me why it's so creepy, because he's like, now, as JT said, it's like he knows what it's like.
It's a lot of symbolism.
It's a lot of symbolism.
What does the white rose stand for?
The white love. A rose.
Yeah, but it's white.
It's white.
It's not red.
White
red
symbolizes like purity.
So it's just exactly like a wedding dress.
Yeah.
Right? So white usually represents youthfulness, purity, and innocence.
Yes.
It's on fire because that's Aqua's innocence is gone because he's going to get revenge. He's still pure in a sense, but he's thinking of killing somebody, so that's gone.
Pure, yeah.
And his youthfulness, his youth is wasted now. All he's doing in his as he was growing up was doing anything that he can do to get close to the industry because he has one target in mind to get close to.
What kind of roses did I get before she died? What he handed her were white roses too.
Because that also symbolized the fan felt betrayed. Because for him, an idol was all that the white rose symbolized.
Yeah.
And he gave it to her and dyed it in her blood because she had already tainted that thought of his, of that he had off her.
And then the blue flame symbolizes Aqua's...
Aquamarine?
No,
color?
Aqua's Amaterasu unlocking after he unlocked his Makete Sharingan, bro. And then here we get a sequence of Ai performing on stage.
Meanwhile, Aqua is searching for her. Because he's missing her in her life. That's one thing of Ai that he enjoyed for so many years, and now it's gone.
That part right here,
when it shatters, this part where it shatters,
bro, right here, bro. That is so freaking. This is my second favorite sequence in the opening right here. It just shatters and he's reaching.
It's like he's remembering I, and it's right there. And as he reaches for it, the image of her just shatters because she's not there anymore.
It's so cool. Like I'm telling you, I usually don't go deep into like freaking openings like this, especially with a lot of openings. They tend to just show you what's gonna happen within the opening itself, like typical shonen freaking BS. Like, oh, we're just gonna show you scenes of exactly what's gonna happen.
The opening itself is gonna have spoilers.
Bro, this is good stuff, bro. It's good stuff, bro. Again, show them dumbass Erik from like last video, bro. Show them, bro. He was so wrong, dude. Like, I'm telling you, bro. This is top tier, bro. Oh boy, let's go, dog. All right. So the first thing that I thought from this scene where Ruby, I'm guessing,
obviously it's
Ruby gives me the reason as to why they were reincarnated. That's me. And I think whatever this scene is and what it's implicating is it is letting us know why they were reincarnated in the first place. There's secret reason to why specifically them, why they got reincarnated. Because like, why them, right? Well, the other reason for it is she's trying to grab on to that shining light of being an idol. Like, she's reaching for her dreams, like that thing that she wants the most, to be like her mother and be a successful idol. That's what she's grabbing onto.
I think that's the most common, probably most basic answer, because that's the way I see it as well. Because what she's grabbing onto is their eyes.
Yes.
The crystallized version of their eyes.
And it's not just any star. It's exactly the crystallized.
The way their eyes look in 3D, kind of like a diamond shape form, right? She wants to be like her mama. She wants to be like I. So that's, in this one, she's symbolizing that's what she's reaching. That's what she's hoping to reach. That star that was I, Hoshino. But because it's shining in Aqua's color, aquamarine, she mentioned in the second episode again that Aqua was changed since Ai's death. So she's trying to understand why Aqua is like that. And when she holds it close to her is because she wants to also protect her brother.
Yeah. I look too deep into things. That's just me as a person. I overthink a F ton. What is 45510? What is that we just saw? They're just random numbers? Huh?
They're not random numbers.
I know.
You should have already figured that out by episode 2. It was the I spoiled something. Good job, Erik. It's not random. So we got Miyako and the director, the two adults in their families.
The OGs, bro.
The manager who started off
and
left.
Their mama,
what
bro?
A piece of crap. But Miyako stayed. Oh, bro, the scene when she was looking at them while they were little. Hoshino will always be your mother. But right here, right now, like from here on out, I will want to be your mom in the future.
I'm not gonna cap on y'all. I cried like a little bitch. I absolutely cried.
And Ruby, it was actually more effective than in the manga. To me, I'm like, Miyako, mom of the freaking year in anime. At the beginning, she wanted nothing to do with raising them. And then all of a sudden, after the impact of Ai's death and the impact that these little kids had on her, who totally fooled her. Amaterasu. A self-centered, self-interested person, all about like trying to get that rich wealth and fame, right? Well, not fame, but wealth and whatever.
She a gold digger, bro. What else? How you put it?
There you go. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
She for the streets, bro.
Yep, that's all she wanted. That's why she married the manager, and then now she's a responsible mother who took care of development header, who took in 2 kids that weren't hers, bro. Come on, and then the freaking manager left, and she didn't divorce him because she still has his last name, but that she needed to because she took over his company. That's G shit right there, dog. That's mother of the year, top tier right there. Also, Kasa and Tosu, check out My Home Hero.
We'll get into that in a separate video. And then we also saw the director smoking out his window like a cool guy.
Well, because these are why them two? Because these are the two adults that are responsible for Ruby
Pivotal characters.
and Aqua. So now, obviously, spoilers here. You saw,
Spoilers.
you saw Mem Chan, you saw Kana in the center, and then you see Ruby on the right. Idol group.
Yeah.
So they're gonna start an idol group. If you saw episode 2.
You sure it's in episode 2, dog? You sure, dog?
As you saw in episode 2, Ruby was trying to become an idol, and then she almost went into the underground, and Miyako, like a best mom of the year, said, you know what? I'm gonna start a new idol group, so you're gonna sign with our promotion.
And she's like, if you mess up, we'll sue you.
She keeps it real. And then we
got Aqua with his Mangekyo Sharingan
it's a
activated.
Matarasu Sharingan, dog.
And within the city, Escape, looking extremely dark, planning his revenge.
As usual, he's up high somewhere so he could view of the whole city, because everybody's his enemy. Anybody and everybody can be his enemy because he's looking for his father. He's like, where are you, you bastard?
There you go, man. And yeah, that's it for the opening. What an absolutely great opening. Like, I had to tell JT, we gotta make a video about this, bro. Like, that's how hard this opening hit me.
Not only the song, right? Not only music wise, but the visuals itself.
The animations,
itself.
like, I'm being so honest, I usually do not simp for openings this hard, dude. But
the last time I remembered was Ranking of Kings.
Ranking of Kings, because that shit went hard as hell, bro. One of the hardest openings of all time, and they didn't have to go that hard, dude. But this one specifically, just overall beautiful, 10 out of 10 S tier masterpiece, dog. Like, I don't. But also the most streamed anime on High Dive.
Hey, High Dive.
Good
job.
At,
Finally, bro. Finally.
You
got something right.
I got something, bro. So top tier, S tier. Yeah. We hope you enjoyed this video of us breaking it down. And until next time, out.